60% of men over 40 are walking around with testosterone levels their own grandfathers would have been embarrassed by. And here's the part that should make you sit up. It's usually not age doing the damage. It's 9 ordinary habits you probably did before lunch today. I'm going to walk you through all 9, and I'll save the one that surprises men the most for near the end, because once you see it, you can't unsee it. Let me tell you who I am and who I'm not. I'm not a doctor. I'm a men's health educator. I'm 42, and I've spent years reading the research and talking to men who felt like a shadow of who they used to be, tired by 2 in the afternoon, soft in the middle no matter what they ate, flat in mood, flat in drive, flat in the bedroom. And almost every one of them assumed it was just getting older. It usually wasn't. It was the daily stuff. So let's fix the daily stuff. Habit number 1, short sleep. This is the big one, and I'm putting it first because nothing else on this list matters as much. Most of the testosterone your body makes, it makes while you sleep, especially in those deeper stages later in the night. There's research showing that when healthy young men were cut down to about 5 hours of sleep for a single week, their daytime testosterone dropped by 10 to 15%. 1 week. That's like aging 10 years in 7 days. So when you tell yourself you'll sleep when you're dead, understand that you're trading away the exact hormone that makes you feel alive. The swap is simple, but it's not easy. Protect 7 to 9 hours like it's a business meeting you can't miss. Same bedtime, dark room, cool room, phone out of reach. If you do nothing else from this video, do this. Habit number 2, carrying extra weight around the middle. Belly fat isn't just storage sitting there quietly. That tissue is biologically active, and it contains an enzyme that converts your testosterone into estrogen. So the more you carry around your waistline, the more your own body works against you, and the lower testosterone makes it even easier to store more fat. It's a loop, and it spins downward. The good news is it spins the other way too. You don't need to get shredded. Research suggests that even losing a modest amount of that visceral fat can support healthier testosterone. Start with your waist measurement, not the bathroom scale. That number coming down is one of the clearest signs you're winning. Habit number 3, chronic stress and the cortisol that comes with it. Cortisol is your stress hormone, and it has what I'd call a seesaw relationship with testosterone. When cortisol stays high all day, every day, testosterone tends to sit low. And most men over 40 are marinating in low-grade stress they've stopped even noticing. The traffic, the inbox, the bills, the phone buzzing every 90 seconds. Your body can't tell the difference between a real threat and a stressful email. It just keeps pumping cortisol. The swap here isn't to quit your life. It's to give your nervous system a few real off-ramps each day. 10 minutes of slow breathing, a walk outside with no phone, anything that tells your body the threat has passed. This is free, and it's more powerful than most men give it credit for. Habit number 4, never lifting anything heavy. Your muscles and your hormones are in constant conversation, and resistance training is one of the strongest natural signals you can send your body to support testosterone. Notice I said resistance training, not endless cardio. Hours and hours of grinding cardio can actually push the wrong direction for some men. What moves the needle is asking your large muscle groups to work against real resistance. Squats, pushing, pulling, hinging at the hips. You don't need a fancy gym. 2 or 3 sessions a week, where the last few reps are genuinely hard, is enough to start. Muscle is the one thing on your body that practically demands your hormones show up. And if you want faster, longer-lasting results, I've put the exact natural support I recommend in the link below this video. Habit number 5. Alcohol, and more of it than you think. I'm not here to be the fun police, but the research is fairly clear that heavy or regular drinking is linked to lower testosterone, partly because of what it does to the cells that produce it, and partly because of how badly it wrecks the quality of your sleep, which loops us right back to habit number 1. A couple of drinks every single night isn't relaxing your body, it's quietly taxing it. The swap isn't necessarily 0. For a lot of men, it's simply fewer drinking days each week and earlier in the evening, so the alcohol is mostly cleared before your head hits the pillow. Give your body more nights off, and watch how much sharper you feel in the morning. Habit number 6, a diet built on sugar and ultra-processed food. When you eat a big load of refined sugar, your blood sugar spikes, your insulin spikes, and there's evidence that testosterone can dip in the hours that follow. Do that several times a day, every day, and you're keeping yourself in a low state more often than not. Add in the fact that this food drives the exact belly fat we talked about in habit 2, and you can see how it stacks. The swap is to build your plates around real food. Protein at every meal. plenty of vegetables, healthy fats, because your body literally uses cholesterol and fat as raw materials to build hormones. Men who slash fat too aggressively sometimes wonder why they feel worse. Your hormones need those building blocks. Habit number 7, sitting still all day. Even if you train 2 or 3 times a week, spending the other 14 hours glued to a chair sends its own message to your body, and it's not a good one. Long, unbroken sitting is linked to worse metabolic health and the kind of weight gain that drags hormones down. The fix is almost insultingly simple. Stand up and move for a couple of minutes every half hour or so. A short walk after meals. Take the stairs. None of this feels heroic in the moment, but the accumulation across a week is real. Motion is a signal of vitality, and your body is always listening for it. Habit number 8, low-grade nutrient gaps you don't know you have. There are a handful of specific nutrients your body uses in the testosterone-making process, and a lot of men are quietly running low on them, especially the mineral involved in male hormone health that you sweat out and the one tied to sunlight that most men don't get enough of through a long indoor winter. I'm not naming doses, and I'm not telling you to go wild buying things. I'm telling you that if the raw materials aren't there, the factory can't run at full capacity. The swap is to get these from real food first, get some sunlight on your skin, and have an honest conversation with a professional about whether you're actually low. You can't fix a gap you've never measured. Now, habit number 9. This is the one I promised, the one men almost never see coming. It's your phone and your screens at night. Here's the chain of events. That bright blue spectrum light in the evening tells your brain it's still daytime, which suppresses the sleep hormone you need to fall into deep sleep. Worse sleep means less testosterone, as we covered, but it goes further because the late scrolling keeps your mind agitated and your cortisol elevated right when both should be winding down. So this one little habit quietly attacks you on 2 fronts at once: sleep and stress, the 2 most powerful levers on this entire list. And almost every man does it in bed, every single night, convinced it's harmless. The swap is a hard screen curfew. Pick a time, 60 to 90 minutes before bed, and the screens go off, or at minimum onto a warm, dim setting. Read something on paper, talk to your partner, let your body remember how to power down on its own. So let's pull this together, because I don't want you to feel like you have to overhaul your whole life by Friday. You don't. Pick the one habit that hit closest to home and change just that one this week. For most men, it's the sleep or the screens, and those 2 feed each other, so fixing one often fixes the other. Then next week, add another. This is how real change actually sticks. One swap at a time, not some punishing 30-day boot camp you'll quit by day 9. Because here's the truth I want you to walk away with. Your vitality is not simply a number on a calendar counting down. So much of how you feel, your energy, your strength, your drive, your edge, is being shaped every single day by choices that are genuinely in your hands. That's not a burden. That's the most hopeful thing I can tell you, because it means the power to feel like yourself again is sitting right there in your own daily routine, waiting for you to pick it up. And if you're ready to support your body the right way, I've put the exact natural support I personally recommend in the link below this video. Go take a look, start with one small change today, and give your body the raw materials it's been asking you for. You've got far more control over this than anyone ever told you. Start small, stay consistent, and be patient with yourself, because the man you're trying to get back to has been in there the whole time. Just remember that everything I've shared today is general education to help you ask better questions, not medical advice. So talk to a qualified professional before making changes, especially if you have a health condition or take medication. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.